Hello there and welcome to my YouTube channel, Julia McNeil Crafts. So it's time for another Dawn and Julia Create, and the lovely Dawn has set the challenge. We are to make 5 cards using her shiny silver treasures, Floral Treasures card making kit. I think I made more of a mouth, what's the word? I think I made more of a meal of that than I needed to. Yeah, so that is what we are going to be doing today, and yeah. I'm just going to get started, to be honest. I will link to the lovely Dawn's shop so you can buy this gorgeousness if you want to. And I'm just going to pause the camera while I gather my thoughts and then we'll get started. So I have actually had a little play with this kit already. I will link to what I did before. So I did a sort of unboxing where you can see everything that you get in the kit, and I also made a couple cards. So out of the cards that I made, these papers here are sort of the scraps that I have left from that little session. So you know me, the opportunity to use my scraps, absolutely going to go for that. So this is me getting some of my scraps used up, which is fab. So I'm just going to do that as a little bit of a background. And then I thought, to be a little bit different, Dawn had, you can see where I'm going because I've already sort of, it's not a stack, but Dawn, I just put little cards in there, but I thought rather than make the card, I'm going to use the envelope as an embellishment. So I'm just going to cut this ribbon here, wrapped the box up. So I'm going to use that as well. I'm just going to get a little bit of tape. And I'm going to almost sort of like gift wrap the envelope. So I find it easier doing this than tying it around. I always seem to get myself into a bother when I tie it around. So I'll do it this way. Then plus you've got the adhesion of the sticky tape to help stick it to the card. So, you know, it's good for on many fronts. Right, so I'll just get that sorted. This is great tape. I don't know when I got it from. I very rarely use sticky tape now, to be honest. But it's kind of easy peel, easy lift, which just makes it quite good. Right, and then I'm going to put one across there like that. So it's almost like we've kind of gift wrapped the envelopes, but when we've got all the flowers coming off it, that will really work. Put that there. Doopy-doopy-doo. Right. And let's just get that final bit on. So yeah, so it does come with cards in, and they're nice because they're little mini dinky ones, but I just thought let's use it differently, which I'm sure Dawn will like because Dawn likes to use packaging and all sorts of things, so I think she'll be impressed. Now I said this is great because it's easy to lift, and now it's proving to not be easy to lift. I'm going to be using glue as well, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. There we go. It does work. It does work, so I don't know how long. I'm going to be just starting this. I've just had a day of it, to be honest. I was all ready and organised to start filming first thing in the morning, and then I don't know, I got a phone call from somebody and that went on for ages, and then the boiler man came, and so I've gone from being really organised and having the whole day to like, oh my goodness, I'm picking my daughter up in 15 minutes, so and I'm supposed to be taking her swimming straight after school, so I can see me crafting into the wee hours of the night once again to be ready in time for a Dawn and Julia Create. Nothing new there then, eh? Right, let's get this stuck down here. I'm just going to keep it quite simple. So our envelope, instead of being the envelope, is going to be the feature of our card. Now there was a little packet of ephemera, so I've got a combination of some of the ephemera and some of the fussy cut elements, which actually our lovely Dawn photographed herself. So she took, not these ones, but these ones. That's our Dawn's photography skills there. So I'm just going to get the floral elements down first. You can hear a little tinkling in the background. That's my little kitty cat. A little kitty cat come to craft with me. She's got a little bell because she really is a very good hunter. Very, very good. She's constantly bringing things home. So we do We do have a little bell on her just to sort of, you know, try and preserve the wildlife in the area. For me, she's just like constantly tinkering away. Now, I did have that slightly differently, but I've put too much glue down. I think it was, I did have it right there, I think. I'll just chop, oh, tear it, there we go. There we go, that'll do. I just want to touch of it. There we go. Glue that back down now that I've lifted it off. And then let's have a couple leaves down at the bottom. Now in the box, the card making box, there was also a lovely little envelope that had lots of different sentiments. So I'm going to grab one of those. We do have the ones that Dawn's done as well in the black, but I think on this occasion I want the white. I think it'll look better with the overall card. Well, I'm trying to find a sentiment that I like. I mean, I like them all, but it's just trying to have one that sort of suits the card. Fascinate. Maybe we should put it here. Like a little tag from the flowers, yeah. Okay, so we'll do that, and then I'm just going to grab my pen for a little bit of doodleage. And then I will pause the camera whilst I get some odds and ends out. Well, not odds and ends, but whilst I sort of rearrange. I did after I did the initial sort of introduction, sort of divide the box into papers in one pile, sentiments in another pile, flowers in another pile, just so that it was a bit more ordered and organised for when we actually started crafting. So I don't have too much on my desk, but it's just trying to keep myself, keep myself orderly so that I can focus on creating. Okay, and I'm just going to draw a few little circles just to sort of go past this white space a little bit, sort of soften the edges a wee bit. Okay, so that is card numero 1. Okay, so I've got some more scrap paper. May as well get these scraps used up as not. So I'm going to stick this down. My glue is making some very strange noises. I do apologise. How rude! Come on, glue. It needs to be sat upside down or something to get it out. So I'm going to pop that down there like so. I quite like to layer contrasting paper up. I have, oh, I've got a full bit there. I thought I only had this tiny bit here and I was kind of going to make a little banner, but actually I think I've got a full bit there. Well, not quite. What I'm going to do then is just take this bit that's a bit torn and then turn it into a bit of a banner, I think, and have it there like so. Cut that very neatly. It's a quirky banner because it's not quite straight. And then we could get like a little floral on it there. And then we could maybe just have some words tumbling down. Right, I'm going to chop these like so. Not overthinking this at all. I'm being very, very, yeah, just going for it. Seeing it, sticking it down. So I'm going to take a few of these words, I think, and we'll just sort of have them tumbling down the card. Managed to put a mark on my card there. That's clever. Clever, clever, clever. So if you're not sure where to start with your card making, the good thing about these boxes is it's just pretty much everything you need to get started. We've got some paper, some embellishments, we've got a bit of stamps to do a bit of stamping, and just lots of things. So you don't have to worry about going out and finding all the things you need to get yourself started, and it's all coordinated, ready for you. So kits like this are great for taking the overthinking out of it. It just means you can just enjoy the process of creating without having to get yourself stressed about overthinking. I'm getting stressed about my glue not working properly, but there's nothing new there. Right, so we've got kind, joyful, love. What else do we have? Loyal works. Although then that's going to be, I'm going to do at least another one. Maybe loyal and charm. I don't quite know if charm particularly works with it, but I don't want 4, I want 5. So it's so that we've got an odd number, because that just works better aesthetically to have an odd number. It looks more cohesive as a whole, so that is what I am going for. So loyal, and then what did I say? Where did it go? Just have to choose one of these other ones. Charm. Was it charm? And then I'm just going to do my black line and a bit of doodling, and that's that one. Nice and simple. You can make loads of cards out of this kit. I've already made a couple. If I had the, oh, I do have them to hand. So these are the ones that I made last time. That one. So I've got a video for those two. So those are the cards I've already made with this kit. And this is me sort of using some more bits and bobs to make some more cards. So you can make loads. Well, we're going to be making 5, so that's at least 8 cards, and there's going to be loads left over to make way more than that as well. Unfortunately, I have sort of done a bit of a thumb printage on that, so we will deal with that in just a moment by doodling. Doodling is just brilliant. It helps to cover a multitude of sins. Right. I am doing brilliantly today. There's my. Do you know where? Do you know where I'd put that on top of my glue? I ask you. I ask you. Honestly. Honestly. So we'll just put a little border around here. Like so. And it's just going to help to add a little bit more detail. So my thumbprint is about here. I'm not sure how well you can see it, so I'm going to do a big sort of scribbly bit like that, and then you make it look part of the design by adding it in different places, and it just hides the little bit of nonsense that happened there earlier. It's all fixable. Never view things as a mistake. They are a creative opportunity. Okay, we are going through them thick and fast. That is number 2 done. I'm going to once again clean my desk and be back for number 3. Okay, so I'm going to continue with the idea of trying to just absolutely use all the scraps of these papers here. So I'm going to use, put that one there. And this time I'm just going to put 2 banners going across the bottom. Yep, I was going to say I was going to edge them, but I've changed my mind. I'm just going to put them down like so. Come on glue. Oops. Nope, right. I'm going to fight with this glue a second. Let it go in a little bit. Okay, so I don't know how far we'll get in this card because I literally have to leave in 2 minutes. But I'm quite impressed because, you know, we've already made 2 cards and I've made them fairly quickly. And if you watch me regularly, you know that I am a bit of a fapper. So for there to be a kit out there where I can sort of whack together cards fairly quickly. Now I'm going to actually, sorry Dawn made these, but I don't want a red centre. So I'm going to pull that gem off. Massacre it. It's just, it doesn't really go with the colours that I've got going on there, so I'm going to change it. I'm going to put those, let me see, like so, I think. And I'm going to get another gem. Now, Dawn hasn't actually put on, the only extra thing that wasn't in the kit that we were allowed was a black pen. I quite like these flowers, so this is one that I made before, but I just edged it with a little bit of Distress ink before I stuck it down, and I just think that gave me, I don't know, it just gave it a little bit of extra because you had multi-tones, which I like, but you know, oops, I'll need that anyway because I'm going to stick a gem back on. It gives you multi-tones, which I like, but it can be, you can do it without. Right, so there are these, oops, little gems, these little flower things. So although I took that red one off, I do apologise, Dawn. Dawn hand makes these, hand makes them, and I've just taken her handmade creation and pulled it apart. I feel so guilty. I'm going to put one of those in there, one of these little pink sequiny things. Stick that in there, and then I'm going to take one of these little gemmy doodad things and stick that. Oh, they're joined up, that's alright. You just need to snip them then. Do a wee snip, snip, take a pink one out and pop that there. Do you know what I used to do years ago? You know, you always have your little thing. Right now, you can always tell a card is made by me, or there's a few things that I give it away, and the doodly border is what gave it away, right? Years ago, my thing was to always have 3 gems in a corner, or 3 dots somewhere in the thing, and I think I'm going to do that. I think those colours go quite well. I'm going to stick 3 here, because I haven't done that in years. I'm going to pop 3 just there. I still might doodle, I might doodle into it actually. And I'm just going to snip into these because they're on a string, but if I just snip like so, then I can take these. It's 1:03 now, so the bell went a minute ago. Thankfully, it's not that much of a walk, so I can normally leave a couple of minutes late and still be down on time. And she walks her way up. Right, I'm just going to stick some of these gems, sparkles around to just make our little arrangement of flowers slightly more interesting. Just need one more. I will clean that, it's because I'm rushing, because I literally should be on the school run. I will stick this last gem down, and then when I come back we will doodle a little border and find a little stick that there, and then I really must go. I'll be back. Oh, in fact, I'll just doodle the border and then we'll come back for the next card. I'll show you all doodles because I think you've seen me doodling often enough. I will be back in a moment. So for this one I have cut out some of these flowers, and I've got the black and white sentiment sheet which Dawn has done. These are Dawn's designs. I'm going to do something that's going to seem very daft, but I'm going to do it nonetheless. You can buy extra of these, but I'm actually going to use it like a text background paper as opposed to the sentiments, which probably just seems like a complete crying shame. But you can buy extra of these paper kits, so I think, you know, why not use your products just a little bit differently, and it's going to be just add a bit of extra interest. So I can put those two like that. I've still got all of those sentiments there, but we've now created quite a striking background for the cards. There's also extra card in the kit. So I'm just going to take, a piece of that card. I actually took 2 pieces. And I'm just going to tear that either side. What we've done is we've created quite a lot of texture with this. I know Dawn likes her texture, so hopefully she'll approve. And then I'm going to keep going with that black and white theme. This is my favourite ever colour combo in the world. Black and white with a splash of red. Absolutely love it. It's my favourite colour combo. So doing this with torn paper and then running your pen down the side it's really striking and really easy to achieve. So I'm just going to grab that and pop that one there like so, and then that. So we've got a lot of inches. Actually, I'm just going to, while I've got it here, glue this bit here down. She says, in the time that's taken me to pick up my daughter, it's once again clogged up the glue. Let's run a bead of glue that way, and then we can just stick this bit to here. So again, it's just making our text a little bit more interesting. I might have to just go and close the door. My daughter's put her iPad on, so she's got other YouTubers in the background, but all copyright stuff and that. I don't want to completely overhearing what they're doing there. Right, actually I'm going to just, I don't want there to be quite so much of the white space, so I'm going to tear this again this way and just redo that line bit there. But yeah, sometimes it is good just to sort of look at your products slightly differently, because you can end up getting a completely different feel. And as I said, I've not wasted it because this card is going to look absolutely awesome and I still have loads of sentiments left. So I'm going to grab my glue. Let's get that going down. There we go. There. Keep my words the right way round, don't need them to be upside down. So we'll get that, and then I'm going to snip this so it's nice and neat. Can I believe that we're almost 4 cards down? My word, I think that is the testimony to how good this kit is. The fact that I've managed to make this many cards in such a short space of time. That is quite incredible. Right, so let's get the black pen again. I'm going to edge the actual edge of the card so that we have a nice frame to it. And I'll do that. Okay, and then really simple. Now, how striking does that look? So we're going to get our 3 cards, our 3 blooms there. I may just stick this big one up on some, I was going to say cardboard, but that's going to require me going to the cupboard. I might have, yeah, I've got foam tape just to hand. I very rarely use it now, but I've got a little bit left over from my stash and it's to hand and my cardboard isn't. So I'm just going to raise that up so that we've got a bit more dimension on this one here. And then I'm going to grab this sheet back in and I'm going to put, I like Shine Brightly, I'm going to get 3. Shine Brightly, that'll be 1. Then we've got Shine Together, which is quite nice, and then Shine Brightly, and then we've got Shine Together, and then actually the Always, that works quite well with it. And then it's like the little sentiments match the little border that we've created. Right, so in the kit, you do actually get some blank cards, and there's a cream one. So far I've made 4 white ones. They were from my own stash, but I am going to make one with the cream card now. So that's got that. I like that. I think that's turned out really striking. As I said, my favourite ever colour combo, so that's good. And then we've got our 3 sentiments, which I like. And then, as always, I am just going to, do you know what? I am going to doodle it, but I'm just going to doodle from the flowers into the corners. So we've added an extra sort of corner frame rather than going all the way around. Now I do have this one red gem that I pulled off, but the other gems are pastel colours, so I'm just going to leave that as is. So that's card number 4. I'm just going to tidy up and we're back for card number 5. No, that's card number, what are we on? Yep, card number 4. So yeah, one more to do. So for my last card, I'm going to keep it simple again. I've taken out these little toppers that Dawn has made. As I said, these are Dawn's photography, and fuchsias are one of my favourite flowers. And then I'm just going to do some matting and layering. So in the pack there was different papers for you to use, and there was a nice sheet of sort of like a textured, a black sort of linen paper. So I've cut some little mats to be the same size of those, and I've got 3 of the images, and I'm just sort of going to layer these together. And I think I'm going to use some of the gems and one of the sentiments, and just keep it really, really simple. The images are so good on their own, beautiful photography, that they don't really need much frappery, for want of a better word, to make them bold and stand out. So I am just going to, let's get that on there. We'll have this one down here. Put that straight. Just tweak that so it's a bit, push it down a bit squint, and then let's have that one there, maybe. Okay, like so. And I'm going to choose some of these edges. So we've got like one there. So let's have 3 gems. So we've got a row here that's got the purples and pinks. So I'm trying to choose, because they're all different colours. So we've got the purple, pink, purple there. Could have that one there like so. Oops. Okay, and then I'm going to have another 3. Again, I'm just trying to find colours that go really well. So we've got 3 with the project, as opposed to, like, obviously these colours go together well, they've been put together, but like the sort of work with the project. I'm going to put 1 down here, like so, and then maybe 1 up here as well. And then I'm going to grab my sentiment sheet, the ones that Dawn did. So where did my sentiments go? One second. So I've got this one here that says Garden of Happiness. I'm just going to cut that down. Apologise for the noise there, that's my husband just come in. I'll just pause the camera. My husband's just come in with the shopping, so he is coming back and forth, so I do apologise for the noise, but I also kind of want to get this video done. So we've got this one here, the Garden of Happiness. I'm just going to stick that there, and then I'm going to do my usual. Let's get the black pen out. So we've got lots of framing going on there that works really well. But now if I'd had a bigger sheet of black card and another sheet of cream, I would have possibly sort of done a matte layer on the actual card as well, but we can sort of faux do that, which is what I always do with a black pen. Again, we're just going to draw that eye right in, like so. I'm trying to decide if I want to doodle, but because it's all quite geometric, I might actually just leave it like that. So if I do it like that, you can get a better angle the way the light's hitting off it. So that's that. So I'm just going to clear my desk and I will show you all 5 cards together. Okay, so that is my 5 cards, all done with the Floral Treasures kit. Obviously Dawn designed this kit, so I can't wait to see what she has done with hers. So please do pop over and check out her channel. I'm sure you're bound to be inspired if you've come from her channel. Thank you, it's lovely to see you. I hope you've enjoyed it here. Have a lovely time. Well, have a lovely time. Have a, yeah, happy crafting. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just waffling now. But thank you ever so much for joining me, and I will be back with some more crafty goodness very, very soon. Okay, take care then, and goodbye.